Happy Monday, everybody. Happy Monday. I'm Lifestyles with Eric. Thanks for coming in tonight. I hope everybody gets a notification. I hope everybody had a great weekend, a blessed weekend. What is going on out there in YouTube land? Where's all my family members at? Please share the video out. Thumbs up the video, please. If you're not a subscriber of Lifestyles with Eric, please consider subscribing to Lifestyles with Eric. We're definitely family here. We consider all comments and ideas and all that. You know, we just appreciate everybody's opinion here on Lifestyles with Eric. So, you know, I can never ask you enough, but make sure you leave those comments. Make sure you reach out to me. If it's something you want to talk about, if it's something you want to discuss, feel free to send me a message, whatever way you can, and let me know what it is you'd like to talk about. And you never know, I might be able to get you on the show with me. So if you're not afraid of cameras, so let me know. Let me know what's on your mind. Let me know what you're thinking. It's interesting to see what people all around the world are thinking when it comes to certain subjects. I don't know if anybody's ever been catfished before, but it's a weird feeling. This happened to me years ago, so I'm just kind of I want to see what everybody else has to think about that, and if anybody else has been catfished before, and how did you feel once you realized you weren't meeting the person that you thought you were going to reach. Miss Monica Jones, what's going on? Thanks for coming in tonight. Hello, hey, happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great weekend, a blessed weekend. Looks like we're coming on into fall. It's coming awful fast, too. I'm not ready for cold weather yet, but the fall is coming awfully fast, I must say. It's getting cooler. We're losing days. We're losing hours, rather. So yeah, the temperatures are going down. It's definitely fall now. Definitely fall. But it's not officially fall, but it's fall for sure. Miss Monica Jones, so what's going on with you tonight? What are you up to? How's your evening going? What's for dinner? What's for dinner? What is for dinner? Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm promising I'm not going to cut it this time. A couple of years ago, my hair was down here on my shoulders when it was down all the way around. So it's getting there. Not quite yet, but it's getting there. So I'm not going to cut my hair anymore. I'm going to let it grow on out. Reality checks. Catfishing is when somebody pretends to be somebody that they're not, and they play a trick on someone to meet somebody, and they're acting like they're someone else, but that's not who they really are. So you could think you're talking to a male, and it may be a female, or vice versa. Miss Shay, what's going on, sweetheart? Thank you for listening, and I appreciate you coming in tonight. Thank you. Thumbs up the video. And Miss Shay, we're going to have to get you on one night. I think we need to do a topic one night. It's been a while since that we've known each other, and I think we need to do a topic at some point. So you let me know what's on your mind, and if it's something you want to bring up, we can definitely do that. Reality checks. How are you, and how are you doing? And thank you for coming in tonight. We're praying for you out there. All righty, Miss Shay. I want to see how many more people come in tonight. I'm going to try to fill it up a little bit. Okay, Shay. Sounds good. Sounds great. Sounds great. I'll be in touch. Let's do that. Let's definitely do that. Deborah Bacon, thank you for coming in. That sounds good and healthy, Deborah. Sounds great. That sounds real tasty. Real tasty. I hope everybody's getting a good meal tonight. I hope everybody's eating well tonight. I hope everybody has shelter, all that good stuff. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. We've gotten through Monday. Ready for Tuesday. This is I don't know. This week may be a little bit of a hump. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. Catfishing. Catfishing. Have you been catfished before? Once? Never? Do you know what it means? Have you been catfished? So, I want to see how many people come in. I want to get a few more people in the chat first. And hey, people, do not forget this is a monetized channel. You see that dollar bill sign at the bottom there. You know what that means. You know, we have memberships. If you're not able to super chat, you can apply for a membership. That's $2.99, as low as $2.99, and they go up. So this is a thanks to Lifestyles with Eric. It supports the cause. It's helping the cause. It's helping the channel, and I need more people to participate. So this is a super chat, people. You see that dollar bill sign at the bottom? You're supposed to tap that dollar bill sign. So, Deborah, you were catfished. That sucks. You know what? Reality checks. The only way you'd know is if you met the person that said they were who they were and they weren't who they say they were. So that would be how you would know. Yep, that would be the only way. I had a friend of mine that good, no money was involved. That's great. I had a friend that used to put his he used to put his face on a muscular body. I think now he lifts weights, so he's a little bigger now. But he used to put his face on a muscular body to impress women with pictures, and I just thought that was so silly. Very silly to me, because if you don't like me the way you see what you see, you're not gonna like me. That what you see is what you get. That's one of the reasons why I do not like to be called short, because if you see my height, you know how tall I am. If I see that you're overweight, I'm not gonna tell you you're overweight. I like you for you, and that's it. It's not for me to remind you of what you already have going on with you or your shortcomings. So we got to stop doing that. But people are catfishing every single day on websites, on dating apps, all of that shit. They're acting like they're Nicki Minaj and they're Nicki Garbage. You know what I mean? You know, you don't know who you're talking to anymore on the phone, or you know, a guy might act like he's got it going on and got a good job, and hell, that's a part of a catfish too. But he could be could be potentially lying about having what he has, or even having a good job, or you know, anything like that. So catfishing can kind of go all the way. It can kind of go different ways. It's not just about the looks, but it could be about somebody lying about their whole life. Hell, you might meet a man that said he was in the military and he's in the FBI now, and you know, he's got 2 kids, and one went to Harvard and the other one went to Princeton, and you know, he's part-time CIA. I mean, you know, you meet so many different weirdos nowadays. People are living in a fake facade. People are trying to live as if there's somebody else on a movie. Kind of like the movie Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio. If you don't recall, he was a young kid that, and this was a true story, but he acted as if he was a airline pilot, had never flew a day in his life, but he was super intelligent, and he pretty much portrayed that role and picked up that role and tricked everybody. I agree, reality checks. Just be yourself, people. Stop lying. Be yourself. Be yourself. Absolutely. That is totally important. completely important. But lies can come in all sorts of forms. Being catfish can come in all sorts of forms, people. You just got to watch out. Catfishing can be a scam. A lot of older ladies are getting scammed or catfished from different foreign people, or just different groups. I'm not going to say a certain foreign group, but different foreign people and things like that. So yeah, fake people, absolutely. Excuse me. It's one thing I can't stand as a fake person. Please be yourself. Please be genuine. And you don't have to lie about who you are, what you have. Just be you. A lot of times that comes from somebody's childhood. Maybe they didn't have much when they were a kid, so they had to lie to impress people. That's one thing I can say. I've never had to lie to impress anybody. What I had or what you saw is what you got. I just made the best of what I had when I had it, and as time progressed, things got better. So I got a little story. I was watching Instagram today, and somebody sent me a video. A young lady sent me a video of a young lady that was meeting a guy. So this is the reason why I even came up with the catfish thing this evening. So this young lady was meeting this guy, and this was their first time meeting. They were getting ready to go on a date. The first time he saw her in person, and he was shocked. He was shocked because she did not look like any of the pictures she had sent him. Basically sent him somebody else or photoshopped a picture or something. She took off a couple 100 pounds. And she said that she was an Instagram model or whatever the case was. And he said, so where do you model at? Who do you model for? I mean, he was angry, along with being funny at the same time. I'm not going to throw the insults out that he said, but he was pleasantly surprised when he met her in person. She was not who he thought she was. She was like 350 and, did not look like who she portrayed. So was he wrong for being angry and mad and wanting what he saw on a picture? That's my question. Was he angry? Should he have been mad? What do you think? What's your take on that? Would you be upset if somebody is portraying an image that they're not? That's my question to you, family. Should he be angry about that? Is that something you would be mad about once you met a person in person and you realize that this is not the person that I thought I was meeting? Okay, I'm waiting, people. I am waiting on you. Get to typing. Get to typing. Would you be angry? Should this guy be angry? Is there a reason for him to be upset, or does he just move on? Absolutely, reality checks. I agree. I agree. I agree. Well, I think that he has the right to be angry. Hey, Miss Debbie, what's going on? Thanks for coming in tonight. Thank you. Yeah, Debbie, but people lie all the time, but don't you think that's a different kind of lie, because you're saying you're someone else and you're not who somebody. So if you have a blind date with somebody, or if you think you're meeting this guy and he doesn't look like who you thought he was, you have the right to be upset. If money was involved, yes, he can be upset. Okay, so Shay, does he not need to be upset because money was not involved? What's up, G? What's going on? Thanks for coming in tonight. Salute. Well, you know how YouTube is, Debbie. I'm sorry. They've been doing this stuff for months now. I wish that they would notify people on time. George, have you ever been catfished before, my friend? Has anybody ever, have you ever met anyone online or anything like that where where you thought that somebody was somebody, but they weren't who you thought they were? Or has this happened like maybe years ago? That's my question. So a guy meets a gal. Okay, let's see. Uh, Steve catfish by Maggie. LOL. Oh, okay, George. Absolutely. Yeah, there are a lot of lies, Debbie. You're right. People do a lot of lying. You're right. Okay, Shay. Sounds good, baby. Thank you. I, I just think that what you say, George. Steve Harvey got catfished by Margie. I just think when somebody is told that they look one way or sent a picture or something like that, then damn it, that's how you ought to be. That's what you should look like because that's what I thought you were. That's who I thought you were. So don't think that I shouldn't be upset because you said you were this person and you're not. If I wanted 500 pounds, then that's what I would have asked for. If I'm thinking you're 175 and not 500, and then when I see 500, you're 500, and I'm upset about that, then I have a right to be upset. If I'm not asking for 500, I thought you were 175. You're right, Shay. You're right. Absolutely. I agree. You got to cultivate it. I agree. Totally. Who said that, reality checks? Absolutely, Debbie. Who is Ray reality checks? I'm confused. I'm sorry. Well, George, that's unfortunate. That's some of the stuff that somebody I know that you know used to do. He used to put his face on a muscular body and try to impress women like that. I just think that's kind of weird when you have to do that. If you can't take if you can't take these right here, and they're not this big, then you don't need me. Salute, my friend. Salute. Oh, okay. I got it. But maybe they didn't mean that in the same way, reality checks, because I don't think people were saying that back in those days. But I don't know. I'm not. I don't want to get. I don't know. I don't know if that's what they meant by that in that movie. I don't know. But you get the whole gist of everything. You completely understand. People shouldn't lie. They shouldn't put. I don't know. I think abandon's been a catfish once. Hey, Abandon, would you tell us about your catfish story real quick before we go? Tell us about your catfish story before we get out of here, Mr. Abandon. I hope everybody can still hear me. All right. So yeah, Abandon. Tell us about your catfish story. Okay, here we go. Somebody does get their feelings hurt, reality checks, at the end of the day when there's lies and deception. You're absolutely right. Abandon said that, he was catfish, but she paid for his flight and his trip. So he, he took one for the team, I guess. He still had a good time, he said. But she wasn't who he thought she was. So was Steve Catsucker. I don't know, George. I have to talk about that more. I don't want to go too far into Steve's situation because I don't really know his ex-wife's situation or his first wife's situation. I was just looking at some stuff online where he was saying that Margie's not going anywhere. His wife that he's with now, she's not going anywhere, and that's it. So he's tired of people talking about it, and that's what it is. Angela, I'm completely confused too about that. Reality checks, you're something else. So yeah, Corey's been catfished. I've been catfished, but mine wasn't really extreme. Um, Abandon Boy took one for his own team, I guess. I mean, he had a free trip. He said that she didn't look like what he saw in his pictures, but when he got to the airport and got there, it was too late to turn around and go back home. So he had to enjoy his stay, and he said she looked like a sea hag, no pun intended. Um, Not trying to talk about anyone. He said he got off the plane and like, damn. You did the best you could. And hey, you know what? You did the best you could, brother. So we get through those things. I agree. I agree. Reality. Yeah. You can ask Corey. You can ask Abandon that. How I would react would be I'd probably try to play it off as best as I could, but I'd probably have a funny facial expression. And maybe this has happened twice. Because again, sometimes women know how to take pictures to really fool you. They really can. Video chat first. Okay. All right. Good idea. He said he got to see Mount Rushmore. So he got a free trip out of it. Okay. So she catfished him, but he got a free trip out of being catfished. Hey, go figure. Everybody can't say they get a free vacation when they're catfished. She can look at your face and tell that you were pissed, I bet. Yeah, he's always wanted to see Mount Rushmore, so he got to see Mount Rushmore. I'm glad I brought this topic up tonight. I'm glad everybody found some interest in it. I just figured I'd bring this up and see who had experienced any catfishing before. Looks like just a couple of you have. Reality checks, you're thinking way too hard. It's the men's team, not the ladies team. Yeah, Debbie, that's it right there. Yeah, twice. I believe twice, Angela. Yeah. I handled it pretty good. I didn't I took it in stride. I just knew that I wouldn't be talking to that female anymore after that. So one and done. That was it. You catfish me once, we won't talk again. That's it. So anyway, people, I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. I appreciate everybody that participated. If you have any other comments or ideas or things like that, leave them in the show. Leave them in the comment section. That's still catfishing, George. I mean, people, scammers. That's what I was talking about before you came on. You got a guy that's saying he was in the FBI. He's ex-military. That's kind of like catfishing too. So men do that all the time. Women do it too sometimes. Definitely, absolutely. So we just have to be more careful. Try to do some video chatting. Try to verify that. Remember the college football player that was in love with a woman, and I think it ended up being a man or something. And he never saw his girlfriend. He only saw pictures, and he was absolutely in love with this woman. I never want to fall in love with a woman I never see in person. That's weird. It's definitely in the same ballpark, Georgia. I agree with you, buddy. Yeah. So anyway, people, I appreciate you coming in tonight. Thank you for coming in tonight. I'll see you all maybe tomorrow, probably tomorrow. So we'll try to come up with something else, and we'll be talking. I want everybody to have a great Monday evening. Thank you for coming in tonight. Thank you for coming in tonight. Thanks, George. I appreciate you, man. I should have had you come on. We'll get you on maybe sometime this week when you're not too busy. So thanks, everybody, for coming in. Thank you for supporting Lifestyles with Eric. We got to get more support in. And I love everybody. Thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.